You can't see my knees. Kind of. Hello everybody, I'm the Dragon Princess and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video talking about my writing weaknesses. I've seen a few authortubers do this video where they talk about what their sort of strengths and weaknesses are. I want to focus on the weaknesses first, even though I have only written I've only had like two full-blown projects that I have now put on the back burner because of university, but that's fine by me. But yeah, since then I've only really had two major projects, and they were last year in 2019. I did both those projects that year. I have started a second draft for one of them this year in 2020. But anyway, I do have some things that I've picked up on that I need work on. These are very broad things. So I had like a list when I was writing this. I was just writing everything that came to mind, and a lot of them could just be put into like one clump. So that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm kind of talking about how many are there? The six broader categories of what I need to improve on, not necessarily the really tiny details. The first one for me is descriptions. Now this can be descriptions of places, of characters, descriptions, setting up the world so that the reader knows what the hell I'm talking about. I struggle with that a lot. I don't know what it is about it. I think a lot of it is that I have it all in my head, so I just write the story. Now, that's definitely okay for the first draft, but putting it into the second draft is proving itself to be actually kind of hard, because I don't know how much is too much detail and if I need more detail in parts. So it's kind of like a balance that I need to still figure out and like understand. But yeah, description of things and painting the world for my readers is definitely one of them. Another writing weakness that I have that kind of ties into that whole thing of it's all in my head is basically forgetting information. When I was reading back through my two projects, I noticed a lot of information was missing, aka how character got from point A to point B, how, you know, they feel, how they think, that kind of thing. But basically it's all in my head. I forget it's in my head, so I just write the story and stuff, and it does prove difficult coming around the second draft because I'm not as it's not as flow. I don't know why, but it's just a struggle for me to actually like put the information and go, all right, the reader knows this, so and the character does this and this, so I need to write these bits, if that makes any sense. Basically, there seems to be big plot holes in my thing, but I'm like, no, they're in here, I know them. They're just not actually on the page. So that is another one, but. Okay, so the next writing weakness that I kind of have is character arcs. I'm not really good at creating, well, I struggle with it. Especially in my most recent project, the one that I did for NaNoWriMo 2019, I had the character's relationship change, and therefore the character arc and how she reacted to people and basically herself, her character arc, change over time. Oh no! Today, music is just all through the house. I'm gonna try and ignore it, and hopefully it won't show up too much in the film. So I'm just gonna try and keep talking. So yeah, so character arcs, they worked, but I know that they're definitely not the best. Also keeping them consistent. There were some bits in my NaNoWriMo 2019 story where her, because I jump around and stuff, her thoughts and feelings towards a certain character weren't correct towards the storyline as to what they wanted. So that'll definitely have to be changed in draft 2. That'll be something completely different. So yeah, that's like another thing that is a bit of a struggle. The next one my next writing weakness is subplots. I'm not entirely sure how to write subplots. I know what they are, I know how they work and stuff, but I feel like I can't integrate them very well, or at least I don't really think of them. Especially in my first story that I wrote at the start of last year, just on my own. It was very straightforward and very like one direction, like linear, and one sort of thing that it was focusing on. There weren't like little branches of like character relationships and different adventures. It was all just very one thing, get through the story. I feel like my NaNoWriMo project was a little bit better. There were some bits where it's kind of confusing about what the hell's going on. So that is definitely one thing to think about and I need to change. The fifth writing weakness that I have is creating tension and more so keeping it there. I noticed, especially in my NaNoWriMo one, I just struggle kind of with tension and keeping, I think it goes in with the character arcs and the character relation changes, but tension is kind of, I don't know if it's me also, it's kind of a struggle because I feel like when I write it's like the tension is good and the story is like, you know, getting there, but then when I read it back it just kind of flops for me. I don't know if it's because I'm the author or because I'm actually really bad at writing. But who knows. And the final writing weakness that I have is adding foreshadow. For some reason I've always had this idea in my head that I want to add foreshadowing because I really like it when a story actually has like little hints of something that in the end leads up to this big thing that's like shocks the reader and is like amazing. For some reason I feel like I need to have that in all my stories, and I realize that I'm not too great at it. I'm also sort of not foreshadowing in the fact that sort of the opposite really, in that instead of dropping hints for a later thing, it's kind of one of those like leaving little hints. I don't know what that classifies as, I've completely forgotten, but that. When I was originally planning my NaNoWriMo story, I wanted to have the main character as like a wolf or a fox sort of thing, like she can change her shape and form. And I was going to, like, I had to basically rewrite the whole first chapter of my story because at first I wanted it to be so that it seemed like she was human but not really, or she was something else, and then like it kind of, you know, people don't know that she is a wolf, so she has to try and hide it, and people don't know like what's happening and stuff. Kind of like a Red Riding Hood story where nobody knows who the wolf is until like the very end. It didn't really work out. I don't know whether I can go back in draft 2 and change that and fix that. But I'm gonna try obviously and just see what happens. So that is all. Those are my six writing weaknesses for you. I definitely know that I can improve in so many more areas, but I decided to focus on the main broad ones that I have seen in recent years. Obviously, yeah, I can improve everywhere. But thank you all so much for watching. If you did like this video, please hit the like and subscribe for more videos like this. And please leave a comment if you want something similar to this or something different. So thank you all so much for watching, and remember, I'm a Joking Princess, and I'll see you all later. Bye!